I'm going to use the piston ring compressor, compress these rings, and drop that down in the cylinder to complete our short block. The clips in, make sure that the open end of the clip is pointing down. If they're up or any other direction, they could be removed by centrifugal force, so it's very important. Notice this is the cut end. On the opposite of the cut end is your cam side of the piston. Top two compression rings, they need to be 180 degrees apart, and then the oil gap needs to be 45 degrees apart from one of the other gaps, and that neither should line up with the wrist band.
Yeah, man, that looks good. Hey, how you doing? All right. Oh, don't do it. Get it. Well, I'll put the wheel go there.
I'm going to walk you through inspecting a crankshaft before you do an engine rebuild. This one is from a 7.3 Powerstroke. First, you should check to see if you have any grooves here. And also just inspect the surface, see what it looks like. I went over this whole crankshaft with the Scotch-Brite to just kind of polish it up and clean it up and make it look more uniform. There's one thrust bearing that's in the back on this engine. So what you would check for is you could check the side of that bearing. You can see it has a little bit of wear, but this is getting replaced anyway. You want to check the side of the crank where that rides up against. This one looks good. If I had to guess, there probably should be 0.02 of clearance between the side wall of this bearing and the crankshaft. The purpose of this bearing is it limits the travel of the crankshaft from moving this way and back this way. When you have a manual transmission and you press in the clutch, it puts this pressure on that crankshaft to push it in. So this bearing helps deflect that pressure so that the whole crankshaft won't move forward. You could take a mic and mic the measurements of your mains and your rod journals. I did that to make sure this crankshaft was not machined before to have oversized bearings and an undersized dimension on the crank and an oversized bearing to match. You're not supposed to lay them down like that. If you do, what I would do is I would just put supports underneath the mains. And if you want to stand it up straight, like people say that you're supposed to do, so they supposedly don't bend, the way I would handle that is I would stand it up straight and tie it to a post. I'm putting these cam bearings inside of the 7.3 Powerstroke. These bearings are labeled. You can see this one says 17-2. 17-2 works for numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 17-1 works for the number 1 position. I've got all 3 in the back here, and I have this 2 left. So this one to put in, and then that one of the bearing. So you can punch it in where it goes on this side, on the inside. This is important so that it won't damage the bearing. Because if you use a regular socket or something, and if it's a little bit too small, then you start beating up on the inside of the bearing, and then it's going to be tight on the cam, so that's not going to be good.